There is so much that traditional skincare gets wrong, and we're going to get to the bottom of it on this video today. My name is Dr. Anthony Youn, and I'm known as America's Holistic Plastic Surgeon. On this video, I'm going to go over with you the 6 worst things that traditional skincare gets wrong. Yes, certain things that your skincare influencers, skincare enthusiasts, estheticians, and yes, even doctors are telling you, in my opinion, is completely wrong. The European Union has banned hundreds of different chemicals from their skincare. These are additives and preservatives that they believe could be potentially harmful not only to your skin, but to your health. In the United States, however, guess how many chemicals that the FDA has outlawed here? Literally 11. That is it. There are so many artificial chemicals and preservatives in our skincare that really don't have to be there and that can be potentially harmful. And here are 3 of the worst. Parabens are very popular preservatives that are used in skincare products and beauty products. And certain parabens, like butyl parabens and propylparabens, are known as hormone disruptors. These can actually mimic hormones in the body and have weak estrogenic effects. There was a study that looked at the effects of certain parabens on the motility of sperm and how sperm actually move. And they found that high levels of parabens were associated with a reduction in the motility of sperm. They moved much more slowly. Now, methylparabens are generally thought to be safe for use, but it's the butyl parabens and the propylparabens that you ideally want to try to steer clear of. Formaldehyde is a well-known carcinogen. There actually was a study that looked at embalmers, people who are exposed to high levels of formaldehyde, and they appear to have a higher level of leukemia and brain cancer than the general population. Well, there are formaldehyde-releasing ingredients in certain skincare products, and there are a number of them listed right here. Now, these ingredients may be present in certain skincare products at very low concentrations. So some people may argue that the amount of these formaldehyde releasers are so tiny in the skincare products that they're unlikely to create harm. It's the same argument that can be made for parabens and other types of unnecessary additives that could be potentially harmful. Well, it's not that if you use one product with, let's say, dimethylaminogen, that you're going to get cancer from it. It's the accumulation of these products that are used year after year after year, and other products that you add to it, and also the exposures that we get in our environment that when you add it all together could create an environment where you are at higher risk of cancer and other types of health problems. So it would make sense to try to reduce our exposure really as much as we can to reduce our risk. Did you know that certain sunscreens are known as hormone disruptors and they can disrupt the coral reefs? They're actually not good for the environment? Well, oxybenzone and octinoxate are the 2 biggest culprits. These are chemical sunscreens that you apply to the surface of your skin. They absorb through the skin and they actually go into your bloodstream. And studies show that they can be potential hormone mimickers or hormone disruptors. In addition, they also appear to potentially contribute to bleaching and damage to the coral reefs. So there are certain places with coral reefs, like let's say in Hawaii and in Australia, where these types of ingredients in sunscreens are banned. I am a huge fan of sunscreen and sunblock, and I encourage all of my followers to apply sunscreen every day. However, there are some influencers where really all they talk about is sunscreen. And I think in some cases that can be a detriment because there are so many things that we can do to get healthy and youthful skin in addition to applying sunscreen. So if you've watched my other videos on skincare, you know how much I believe in using a good antioxidant serum every morning and how much I believe in retinoids at night. At the end of this video, I'll point you to another video where you can learn all about a clean skincare routine to get the most youthful and healthy skin possible safely. So although I'm a huge fan of sunscreen, I think it's so important to realize that that's not all you should do for your skin. There's so much more that you should and can do other than just sunscreen. Speaking about what you can do for your skin other than sunscreen, it is so important to realize that the food that you eat can have major impacts on the health of your skin. And there are very simple things that you can do to improve your skin just by changing what you eat. So for example, we know that the microbiome, those trillions of bacteria inside our intestines, can really impact certain types of skin disorders like eczema and even acne. Taking a good probiotic every day and eating fermented foods, probiotic-rich foods, can really help with those types of skin issues. We also know that sugar is a great ager of our skin. If you're eating a lot of sugar, let's say in desserts, in soda pop, even in white bread and white rice and pasta, that can cause sugar spikes that can create inflammation in the body. This inflammation can lead to premature aging. We also know that sugar causes a process called glycation, and this is where those sugar bond actually to the collagen of your skin to deform it. And eating the rainbow, eating a wide variety of different colored fruits and vegetables, the actual colors, that pigment, are the antioxidants. These can fight free radicals and help you be healthier both on the inside and on the Traditional skincare products, those products that you buy at the drugstore and the department store, are filled with fragrance. And so many people do like how their skincare smells. But the problem with fragrance is it can be very irritating to your skin. It can cause rashes and itchiness and skin inflammation. And there is a fallacy that using natural fragrance in the form of essential oils is even better. But the problem is essential oils can also cause the same thing. So the gold standard for skincare should actually be no fragrance. And there is a big trend towards natural skincare companies going away from fragrance and having their products be completely fragrance-free. That is actually a direction that I've gone with my line Youn Beauty. We had so many people in the past love the very, very mild scent that we used to put into my products. But after having so many people express their concern that their skin is sensitive to fragrance, we decided to take all the fragrance out of the products, because that way we know you're not going to get irritation from even that slight scent. So if you're applying a traditional skincare product that smells great but causes you to itch or gives you a rash, it may be good for your nose, but it's not necessarily good for your skin. I hear from people all the time who tell me, Dr. Youn, I'm applying all these products to my skin, but my skin is looking worse and worse. I'm getting breakouts. I feel like my wrinkling is worse after using it. What can I do? Well, the first step is to actually reduce the amount of products you're using. There is a belief that if you've got, let's say, adult acne, that there is a product that is going to make it go away. And if the products that you are using aren't doing it, maybe you just need to add another product on top of it. And so people will layer product after product after product onto their skin. They get breakouts. Their skin doesn't like it and they don't know what to do, and they start thinking that they should apply something more to it. Well, the answer is to do the opposite, is to get back to the basics. Sometimes applying all these products to your skin can actually make your skin look and feel worse. So what I recommend is in the morning, use a cleanser, and then use an antioxidant serum like a vitamin C serum, and then follow that up with a sunscreen, and that's it. In the evening, cleanse your skin. So important to get rid of that day's worth of grime and oil and dirt and pollution, and then follow that up with an anti-aging cream. Maybe one like a retinol, but if you've got real sensitive skin, then maybe go for a peptide cream. And that's it. You don't have to apply all those other things. See if going on a very, very simple stripped-back skincare regimen actually does better for you. After your skin has improved, then if you want to add a product here or there for their anti-aging effects or their brightening effects, then do that. But really start by getting your skin back to those basics. Skincare lines as a whole are not all that environmentally friendly. I've really got to give credit to my buddy Hiram for developing recently a skincare line that is sustainable, that is environmentally friendly, and actually gives back to the environment whenever you buy it. But traditional skincare is really, in general, not all that environmentally conscious and environmentally friendly. The packaging is often not recyclable, and it's often made with plastic. Now, this is something that we've looked at with my skincare line, Youn Beauty, as well. And I'll tell you that my skincare line is not perfect. We do have certain products that aren't easily recyclable. But that is something that I am on a mission, even as we speak, to try to get my product line to be more and more environmentally conscious. The problem is that suppliers, the actual companies that make the packaging that you put your creams and lotions and potions into, often don't have sustainability and the environment in mind when they create these. That is changing, however, and I'm hoping that over the next several years that the entire skincare industry goes much more towards sustainability than it is today. Well, I am a huge fan of the clean beauty movement. And although the clean beauty movement has its own issues and it's not perfect, I do believe that that is definitely the direction that skincare should go in today's world. And if you'd like to learn more about clean beauty and the ideal skincare routines that I recommend, take a peek at this playlist right up here that I created just for you. And if you've been enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and always remember, eat real food, use clean skincare, and only consider actual plastic surgery as a last resort.